got a minute to go.
Good.
And it's live now on both screens.
Okay. I don't have any earrings on.
Oh no, not that.
Yes, that. I want to leave this up because I think it's important, and I can almost use this as an example.
Just there you go. I think I'm gonna bring this back. All right, cool.
Okay.
All right, we good. Crystal Vincent is on.
Hey, Crystal.
Aisha Dew is on.
Hey, Aisha.
Sister Politician who never returned my messages.
Oh, Lord. I wish I had a chair over here. I hate to stand while I do these things.
No, you be fine. Well, you want to get a chair?
No, I'm good.
There is a chair. The black chairs. You can bring those folding ones.
Yeah, but it's so much.
That's right.
To climb over right now.
The Mari method.
Deal with it. So what we're gonna be doing though.
It's 8 o'clock.
Yeah, what we're gonna be doing is.
Wait a minute. Let's do an intro. Tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the Manifest Your Vision 2017 planner. This planner is a journey. My wife Lisa months ago looked for a planner that she can use because she wanted to be tactile. Yes, she has the planner in her hand, in her phone, but she needed something that she can actually carry with her outside of her phone. So she looked for all kinds of planners. She looked for ones in the stores. She went all over the place. She researched planners, and she could not find one complete enough for her. So what she did was she took lemons and made lemonade. She created a planner. Her planner is complete, and she's going to talk about it tonight. Many of you have already purchased your Manifest Your Vision planner, and some of you are considering it, but tonight you'll learn what it is. I particularly love it because it's complete. It has room for your scheduling, but also your planning and your systems. So with that said, and there were several people that ordered them through online and through the mail, and some of them needs a class. So because we're snowed in anyway, because our energy level is high enough, we're going to do a class tonight on how to use your Manifest Your Vision planner. Do you think? Hello, Leona's on.
Hey, Leona. So make sure.
Leona has a planner.
That's awesome. Good. She has a planner. Make sure that you can't see me from here.
I got
down,
you. No, I can't see nothing.
I got my cheetah girl.
I got it. So. Now you tell us. So what's the difference?
I know.
Okay, Esther Glenn is watching. Leona Martin's watching. Brother Undry is watching.
Okay.
Praising God with you. This restored blessing to the both of you.
Amen.
That's right. Corey Moore. Hey, family. How you doing? Letha Green Taylor. Crystal Vincent.
I appreciate it. I'm glad everybody's on. Essentially, what I wanted to do, Miss Jerisha Brewery, Jerisha Fibronati is what she has her name now. She ordered a planner. I sent her planner, and she was like, "Oh, love it. It's so simplistic. Why didn't you autograph it and everything?" And I didn't want to write in them. I wanted to write in
Felicia
them, but
Robinson's
I didn't want
on.
to write because I really want it to be your vision.
Leona's waiting for her. She hadn't got it yet. Go ahead.
Yours is in the mail.
Flo Ward on. Pastor Flo Ward is on.
Awesome. Literally, yours is in the mail. I sent yours out, so let me know if you don't get it, and I'll check on it. I'll put a track on it. But
Faye Mitchell Harvin's on.
So hey, Faye. So essentially, what it is, and my husband is right, as he already told you, the planners back in the day, there used to be a day timer. Now I've dated myself. That's a million years ago. And then after that, there are all of these little calendars, and some of them have where you can put your daily stuff in, and some of them have where you can put your weekly stuff in them, and some of them have where you can put your monthly stuff in them. Some of them have little address books, but none of them had everything that I needed. And now, so many of the things that we have now are electronic, technology. We have it in our phones. You've got your iCal on your iPhone, and you can set up all of those things. But this is really, really different. It's really different because for those of us that are still
Catherine Hinsdale
that still like to hold something in our hands, and we're
Catherine.
still kinesthetic, then we needed something that we could feel, that we could use comprehensively. Now, the reason why I even took the initiative to put this out with any level of authority is because, for those of you who have been watching our show about last night, you may know that we posted out there that everything that we identified as a goal for 2016, we were able to manifest. Now, one thing that I wanted to clarify as I was thinking about that, I said, wait, that might sound a little bit pompous. We didn't manifest it apart from God. We didn't manifest it of our own abilities, we manifested it because we did what God's word said, which is to write the vision. We wrote down the things that we needed. We projected them to God in the universe. We let him know that we believed him for these things. And then we did the work, because faith without works is dead. Understanding that I myself am a business coach. Hey, Jerisha.
Fibonacci.
That's right. As a business coach who is a little bit different, I'm actually an empowerment coach. And I use spiritual, personal, and professional development, all three together, to work you towards your goal. I've been spending a lot of time in the past year with authors as a writing coach, because that was one of the goals that I had set for myself, to manifest my own book, which is what my goal setting session was in November of 2015, and then to manifest it in 2016. By May, my book was out, Discovering Your Why, Journey to Wholeness, and then by June it was an Amazon bestseller, and I thank God for that. I thank God because it was because of him and his promises that I was able to facilitate that, but it was also because I followed what he said to do. Now, the planner, it comes with your, Jarissa's gonna be mad because she has version 1.
It's okay.
But version 2 now has the tabs in it. That's right. But I owe her a 15-minute session anyway, so hopefully we'll do that as well. What I believe that you want to do first is get familiar with your planner. Understand that it has 4 quarters of the year broken out into empowerment transformation, and empowerment manifestation, and then completion, because you want to understand that Rome is not built in a day. Anything that you're setting your mind on, you're setting your sights on, if they're not big enough, then you're really not doing yourself. You're not doing yourself a service. Your goals should be so big that, first of all, you almost don't believe them. Second of all, they're going to take a year to cook. So
and you have to become something to get.
That's right. You're going to have to become. That was a quote that I saw the other day, that if you, your goals should be so big that you can't achieve them until you become the person who can.
That's it.
And I'm glad I got it. So the person that you are today, understand you may be scared to death about what you're going to put in this planner. It might even be something that you think, oh my God, I can't do that. But if he put it in you, understand the seed of the thought of who it is that you are supposed to be is what you need to go ahead and allow yourself to gravitate to, because the tree that you will grow into is exactly what the universe is waiting for. So understand.
Kimberly Johnson's, how you doing?
Hey, Kimberly Johnson.
Flo Ward created hers too. She said if it's planned and you did the work and have the vision, you didn't just have a vision and not do anything. You did something.
Yes,
that's what she said.
That's right. Vision, faith without works is dead. We all know. We all know that. So, so you got your
Smooth
4 tabs. Hey, Smooth, and then they're broken out. So inside each section, and I'm going to start with the first section because it's that important, and we're only going to be on here for 30 minutes.
Okay.
So please be mindful of the time.
Okay, you got 23 minutes to go.
Okay, awesome. So the first thing you want to do is get familiar with the process. It is a 5-step process: reflection, evaluation, projection, clarification, and specification. Why do we break it into 5 steps? Well, because 4 wasn't enough and 6 was too many.
Hey, Sister Vicky.
That was just all that God gave me.
Hey, Lady Ellaby.
Reflection. Hey, Lady Ellaby. She should have hers too. Hers is in the mail.
Catrice Wright.
Reflection. This is part of the exercise that I did with my ladies as we did a 5-step process of creating our vision board. So many people do this vision board thing. You clip out everything, you sit down and you just make it happen. But to be quite honest, I believe that you first need to, in order to write the vision, you have to first know what the vision is. You have to first conceptualize it. And the first thing to do is reflection. Reflect on the greatness of your previous year. Reflect on all of the things that you were able to accomplish, especially the things that you didn't think that you could. Particularly the things that you didn't think that you could. Reflect back on the best things that you accomplished in 2016. And then, even then, begin to consider all of the people and circumstances that allowed that to happen to you, that allowed that to happen with you, and that allowed that to happen for you. And I actually give many of my clients the exercise then to write their acceptance speech for their 2016 accomplishments of the year. So imagine you're receiving an award for stellar accomplishments in 2016. You're standing at the front of the room. The crowd is waiting for you. What do you say? Who do you want to thank? What is it that helped you get from that point?
Cass Otley, hello.
And hey, Cass. And all of those things are going to then get those juices flowing for understanding, first of all, apart from God, we are nothing. And with God, all things are possible. But then each one of us supplies something that the other one needs. I remember T.D. Jakes said that if you have a problem that people or money can solve, you don't have a problem. So understand, you can't get to success by yourself. You need a coach, you need a mentor, you need supporters, you need some cheerleaders, you need tools, and you need experience. Tools. This is a great tool. Thank you. My coach is helping me. So that reflection. And then the second thing that you want to reflect on is the things that you wish you had done differently.
Okay.
Right? So not the things that went wrong, but the things that you believe you could have done differently.
Different question.
That's very different. Because now you're smarter than you were last year. Mm-hmm. So you may be able to look back on a already successful year and say, I could have done this a lot better if I had just done this, this, and this, which is where the planner came from, right? I had done all the things in here, but I did them on this notebook, that notebook, and everything else, and scattered in places and everything. And for me, just bringing it all together to one comprehensive place was part of making this year better than last year. So reflection is taking time to take stock. And then the evaluation, the looking at what you might do differently, evaluating those successes and seeing how and what you may have learned from them and how you can improve going better. So that is your first two steps, reflection and then evaluation, digging in to the past, because there are
Naeem Briggs Hubbard is just
hey Naeem, because there is so much wisdom in your experiences, and there's wisdom in other people's experiences too, and that's why we use mentors and coaches and all of these other tools to do that. Now, projection. So now you've already looked at your greatness. You've already imagined the biggest thing that you can conceive of for yourself. Stretch, get out of your box. The magic happens outside of your comfort zone. Now, projection is about going through and identifying all those amazing things. But I want to put this down for a second because I want to say this. One of the things that I learned in my evaluation of 2016 is that the things that I focused on, I accomplished. And what I also realized is the things that I didn't focus on, I didn't accomplish.
Hello, Sister Sabrina Jones.
Hey, Sabrina Jones. So what happened was I focused on my husband, my marriage. I focused on my relationship with God and understanding His Word. I focused on growing myself mentally and improving my mental acuity and improving my processes and systems. I focused on growing my business, but I didn't focus on my health. It was not even one of my goals. It was not even one of the things that I considered or wrote down. Now, this Manifest Your Vision planner was originally designed for your business. But I realized, because of what God was revealing to me by applying this with the projection and the evaluation, that if I actually wanted the success, the three-part success, the mind, body, and spirit success, that I had to put everything on the book. I had to project all of the successes in all of the areas that I wanted in my life. So I had to put down mind, I had to put down body, and I had to put down spirit. And I had to put them all together in a way that they fit together. Because one of the things that I noticed, when you get ready to decide to be healthier and you want to be more fit or whatever, then that means you got to exercise and you have to eat more frequently and you have to do all of those things. But what I found is interesting is that you may put on your schedule, eat breakfast, eat lunch, eat dinner, and 2 snacks, right?
You only got 16 minutes to get through the whole book.
But if you don't, I'm not going through the whole book.
Okay.
But if you don't put down there that you have to prepare for those meals and that you have to prepare for, you have to go to the store to get those things.
Hello,
if you don't put it all together, then it's not going to make sense and it's not going to happen. So when you project, make sure that you are projecting all of those things that you want to happen in your life. Now, I'm going to show you that even in the beginning of the book, you will have a place to put your reflection. These are your final reflections. This is where you capture the highlights so that throughout your year, you can remind yourself of them. You actually do the exercise in a separate notebook and then come back and put your highlights in your book. And I give you some instruction on that as well, along with your evaluation. These are your highlights.
That's right. Leona says, wow, Lisa, they all work together.
Yes, they do. They all work together. These are your top highlights or your evaluations, the things that you want to see and do and change. Your projection, again, separate notebook. Sit down, project as big as you can all the things that you want to see. I want to be healthy. I want to be successful. I want to expand my circle. I want to grow my business. Whatever it is that you want to do, identify it and then put those top highlights here in the projection section. And then after you do that, is clarification. That's where the fun is, right, ladies? Most of the ladies know when we do our vision board, it's about a glass of wine, it's about some pretty markers, some stickers, and all of these things. It's about having fun. The clarification is where you begin to collect the highlights of all the things that you want to see come to pass and make yourself a vision board. Now, I have done this in 2 ways, actually. This year and last year, I've done and have shared how to do your vision board a little bit differently. I'm still a fan of the tactile vision board where you get the glue and the glitter and the paint and everything and you make the big old board and you hang it up in your room. But I have also used an app called Collage, Piccollage. It's a free app to create a virtual vision board that then I can carry with me everywhere that I go. And I created a slideshow vision board that I can use during my Savor session. What time is it?
What time is it now? It's 8:16.
Okay, so I use my visualizations, my clarification piece, my vision board during our Savor sessions that my husband and I do in the mornings. Every day in the mornings, we do a program called Savors, which is highlighted in the Morning Miracle by Hal Elrod. And Savors is simply a 60-minute exercise, 10 minutes on each thing, 10 minutes on the S, which is silence, 10 minutes on the A, which is affirmations. 10 minutes on the V, which is visualization, and that's when I use my vision boards. 10 minutes on the E, which is exercise. Because again, I'm providing myself a vision of a well-rounded and whole, complete individual. The exercise and the R. 10 minutes of reading, and then the last S is 10 minutes of scribing, where I actually scribe in my journal and express gratefulness. And that's an exercise that I use that all is part of the glue that holds all of this together, because it's got to become part of who you are.
Audrey's on. How you doing,
Hey, Audrey. Now, after the clarification is where the work is. So you got some background work, you got some fun with your vision board, and then you have to dig in. The specification part. What's going on behind me is, excuse me. Bless you. Yeah, thank you. It is an example of a mapping session that I actually had with my husband during his vision mapping session, because you have to take the big goals, bless you, and then break them down into actions, and then identify the needs that you have associated with them. So you identify the big goals and understand that you've got multiple goals, and this is only for 2 months. This is not even his first quarter goals. I think this might even only be 1 month.
I think it's 2.
It might be 2, okay. And you identify the goals, and then you look at the goals and you say, okay, in order to have these things happen, what needs to happen? These are the actions associated with them. They may be before, they may be after, they may be concurrent. Understanding a little bit of project management I mixed in here with this, and 2 terms that I use is slip and float.
Says bless you.
Thank you. So slip and float, understanding that each of these things are interdependent on each other, and these dates all need to align with the goals. That's what you use the guts of your planner for, to map those dates in there, to give yourself milestones in your highlighted quarterly section, to monthly identify what it is you need to do to follow up. And then every month you also have a page that allows
Leona says, should we set quarterly goals?
Yes. You set quarterly goals, you set annual goals, and you set milestones along with checkpoints. The milestones are as frequently as they need to be, but depending on the size of your project and the size of your aspiration, your vision.
820. It's 8:20 now, and awesome. I will say that's my favorite part of the planner is the quarterly and the 6-month goals.
Yes.
Keep me on track.
The quarterly and the 6 months milestones.
Yes.
Right.
Milestones.
Right. Exactly. So that's the evaluation points where you go and you check. They give you a space to do that. I can't turn to it right now, but it's in the 6 month, the 3 month and the 6 month, you have them. But what you also have is under the needs section is to follow up on your centers of influence. One of the things that my husband, who's my coach, what happened?
I'm losing power. Not very close.
Oh, here's the charger.
Okay, give it to me.
One of the things that I realized is you can't do it by yourself. So not only do you need a coach and you need helpers, but if you're building a business, you're building a ministry, which many of my clients are because I work with people in ministry as well, is they a lot of times work siloed, and we think that that we can do it all by ourselves and we're all alone, but you really can't. However, because many entrepreneurs are also solopreneurs.
Ileana Kolich is on. Hello, Ileana.
Hey, Ileana. Because so many entrepreneurs are also solopreneurs, they're often heads down in so many different components of their businesses and of their lives that they forget to check in with people who could very well be part of their needs.
Cassandra Belcher Tripp is watching. Hello,
Thank you for watching. So this is your centers of influence, which you have every month a place to put your centers of influence. Now, could you put this in your phone? Yes, of course you could. Having it with you, having a visual aid, something that comes, that you're looking through, that you're jotting in, your daily check, your daily appointments. You get to put your daily appointments in there just like a good old-fashioned other kind of calendar, but it also gives you a place to plot your quarterly.
The planning and the plotting
of your quarterly goals, and then identifying your monthly checkpoints, and you have your monthly overview. All of those things will allow you to take steps methodically to what it is that you are trying to accomplish. What time do I have?
It's now 8:22. Leona said that's her. It's so hard being solo.
It is, but the truth of the matter is, when you identify your needs, the thing that you say it's very hard being solo, identify the hardest things about being a solopreneur and write them down. What would be easier if you had this? What would be easier if you had that? The truth of the matter is, you, like I said early on in the broadcast, if your problem is solved by people or money, you don't have a problem. That's TD Jakes. So you may not be able to hire.
Systems, though.
Well, absolutely, we need systems, and we also need we need each other. So a lot of times, solopreneurs and entrepreneurs fail to farm out or hire because they think that they can't afford to. The truth of the matter is, you can afford not to, and there is someone out there
Delonda Geiger's watching.
Looking. Hey, Delonda, that is looking to be the aspirin to your headache. They're waiting for you.
And you are the aspirin
to theirs. Absolutely. So by identifying your centers of influence, what you can then do is reach out to people and let them know. One of my mentors, Miss Nancy White, and I was talking to her today, they're called your VPs. I just lost it. I just lost what it is. I just lost what it is. I gotta look it up. But these are the people that create a part of your relationship that you can then co-nurture together. What does the VP stand for? Value partner. That's what it was. Your VPs. So by identifying your centers of influence and being able to talk to those people regularly and consistently by putting them on your planner every month and carrying them forward so that you know what you last discussed, when you can follow up again. This is your accountability partners. This is your people that may be referral partners, your value partners. People that just add or enhance to your vision.
Are you saying this in addition to what you do on your phone or instead of?
Absolutely. Do it in addition to it. I don't think that I'm not asking you to give way to your iCal. I'm not asking you to stop using your CRM, your client relationship management tools. I'm not asking you to give up your Contact Me database, your Outstand, or your Zoho, or any of those things. Go ahead and use the tools that you have, but use them in addition to this. At the bottom of each week, I give you a little nugget of something that I gained along the way, and I even leave some spaces for you to capture yourself being amazing and brilliant and write your own nuggets so that you'll have them for going forward. So here's the 6-month checkpoint right here, the reflection and evaluation on the 6 months prior. So I hope that this has given you enough information and insight to feel like this might be something that could be helpful for you. This planner started out as just for me. It really did. It started out just for me. And then when I finished with it, I said, oh, well, maybe I'll put it out on Amazon. But they didn't have the binding that I wanted in order to put it where it could just be drop shipped directly from Amazon for you. And I just felt like without being able to open it, without being able to fold it in half and have it in your arm where you're writing, that it was going to be too cumbersome and it wouldn't be as useful. So I have a local vendor that is providing it for us. And originally it was going to be $47, but I really wanted to make sure that it was within reach because I want it to be useful. I want it to be something that everyone that wants to understand about writing their vision and bringing it to manifestation for 2017 can access it. So it is only $27. It is only $27, and it gives you 365 days, 4 quarters, and 2 cycles worth of information, direction, space to move forward and really write the vision.
$27 sounds like a good deal, but I might need a coaching session with my book because this is going very fast here, these 30 minutes. So
absolutely, and I get that. And what I call that is a reverse engineering session. So we go to the end and we work back to the beginning and we go ahead and sit down and we plot what it is that you want to manifest, and then I help you to utilize the book best, but I also help to stretch you.
Can you help someone that's not in your city?
Absolutely. We do it over the phone, we do it over Skype, however you want to do it, 60 to 90 minutes, and for a reverse engineering session, in order to do that, I charge $97. Those $97 will be the best $97 that you ever spent. You will be equipped with an opportunity to have a mini discovery session so that we can go through and identify your strengths and your weaknesses and see the things that you've been scared to believe and dream about. Then I will show you how to utilize your manifestation planner so that you can best plot the year that you want to have. Cheryl got her planner also, and I'm excited about what she's going to manifest because she's already manifested such great things. We are co-creators with the universe. I realize that there are so many people that are walking around waiting for life to happen to them, and that is not how it is intended. That is not what God intended. He said, go forth and multiply, replenish the earth. And I don't believe personally that he's only talking about children.
Dean, the author, says
wants us to take our skills, gifts, and talents and create the amazing in destiny that he promised us in Jeremiah 29:11.
I want to tell you what Dean says. This is good stuff. An investment in self. Cool.
Awesome. Yes, we have to invest in ourselves. One thing I learned over the years that I spent the most on myself were also my most successful years.
Benjamin Franklin said, you empty the pennies of your purse into your mind, you fill that purse with gold.
That's awesome.
The best investment is always in yourself.
It is. It is. You can reach out to me on Facebook. Obviously, you know how to inbox me, but if you wanted to call, it's 704-493-2035, or you can email me at lisa@imlisasantiago.com. I can send you the link to PayPal. I can inbox you. We can get on Skype, get on the phone. I'm snowed in, so no face-to-face. But that means that I'm here for you, and I really want to see your good success. Please keep me posted, those of you who have your planners, so that I can help in any way that I can. If you already have it, I would love to hear how you feel about it.
Cheryl Jones says, bless you, Diva. Yes, I am walking in my greatness. I love my planner.
Awesome, Cheryl. I'm so glad for that. I'm excited for that, and I just really appreciate it. All that you do. This year is our year. We are manifesting greatness together. Every joint supply it, and meanwhile, keep walking on water.
Perfect time.